I can give you another example of a contradiction in the Quran. In chapter 2, verse 219 of the Quran, it says that in divination, arrows, shuffling arrows, and in intoxicants, there is good and harm, but the harm is greater than the good. You with me there, brother?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's chapter 2, verse 219. And then in chapter 4, verse 43, it says, do not come to prayers while you're intoxicated. So that means you can drink, but don't be drunk when you come to pray, lest you slur your prayer, right? That's chapter 4, verse 43. But then you go to chapter 5, verse 90, 91, it says, intoxicants and games of chance, divining arrows, they are the work of Satan, an infamy of Satan. Ummal of Satan, meaning he produced it, and there's great evil. So basically now, intoxicants and divining arrows, games of chance, they are the evil work of Satan. And that right there means avoid them. But hold on, in chapter 2, verse 219, it says, there's some good and harm in them, and the harm is greater than the good. But it didn't say it's an evil infamy, an evil work of Satan. Because if it's evil from Satan, you got to avoid it. And then in chapter 4, verse 43 says, don't be drunk when you come to prayers, which means you can drink. So now which is it? Games of chance, divining arrows, intoxicants. There's good and bad, but the bad is greater than the good. And I can drink as long as I don't get drunk so I can pray. Or are intoxicants and games of chance, meaning, divination, they're the evil work of Satan, infamy of Satan. Shun them. Which is it? Well, that's where the magic of abrogation comes in. Because if you just read the Quran, you don't know which passage came first and afterwards, right?
Exactly, yeah.
But the hadith tell you, well, first was chapter 2, verse 219. Then later came, don't come to your prayers drunk. Then finally, chapter 5, verse 90, 91. But even if you follow the sequence of the hadith, you're still left with the fact that initially, intoxicants and divination or divining arrows, there was some good in it, though the harm was worse, and you can drink. Then we're told, no, it's an evil infamy of Satan. Avoid them. How in the world did you allow people to think intoxicants had some benefit, but the harm was worse, and let them drink if it's a work of Satan that should be shunned at all costs?
Right, they're going to be like, brother, that was talking about the camel urine, brother. That was
Yeah. And someone was mentioning in Surah Al-Nahl, chapter 16, where it says that the fruit of grapes, the fruit of the vine, is a work of Allah, which means intoxicants. Yeah. And then to make it even worse, you'll be given rivers of wine in Jannah. So the infamous work of Satan, the infamy of Satan, a creation of Satan, wine, intoxicants, will be your reward in Jannah, in paradise, because you'll have rivers of it.